Joining me now on East Bay Today, two of my very favorite people from the Aquidneck Food Pantry, Marianne Crittenden, the president, right? Am I getting that right? Yes. And Ann Pierce, vice president now. Yes. Wonderful. Welcome back, ladies. I know you've been on the show several times, but right now, it is really, really important to get the word out about what is happening with the Aquidneck Food Pantry and all of our families that you are serving and feeding. And so thank you for taking the time. I know taking time out of everything you are doing feels a little hectic, but thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So Marianne, let me just kind of start with you. I know you've got 1,000 thoughts swirling in your head.
Yes.
What are the most important things, the most important messages you want to get out right now?
Well, we want to let everyone know that Aquidneck Food Pantry is moving from 81 Sprague Street to 137 Chase Road. This building, actually.
You're in this building.
We are in this building.
That means you're going to be a guest on the show multiple times.
So we'll just run down.
Easy.
Yeah, we'll run down, do a spot, go back.
Yeah,
It serves our purposes a little easier than the lodge that we were at. We're just running out of space. We're running out of everything.
Right. Well, I understand. I was just down the hall and I saw food supplies already there,
yes.
and I know you both said that there is food as things are exploding and donations are coming in your own houses and in your mom's house, and it's like a team effort to organize all of this, right? So you're moving. All right. So that's message number one. Right. When is that move taking place? During the holidays? After the holidays? What are we thinking?
It'll be after the holidays. We're going to get through Thanksgiving and Christmas. The week before Christmas, we will give out the last setups, including the regular setups of food and then their Christmas setups of food. And then after that, we will close down and move all our equipment from Sprague Street to this building.
And do you have enough volunteers to do that? Are you?
We don't know yet.
Oh, don't know. Okay, all right. But I don't want to raise blood pressure.
No, we
have
quite a few volunteers who have offered. We have people with trucks who've offered. So we just haven't scheduled that yet, only because of the other dilemma we'd like to describe to everyone that we're living through right now.
So our last day at 81 Sprague Street will be December 19th. Okay. And we will give out all the Christmas baskets and their regulars, and then we'll be closed for 2 weeks. Okay. We will resume here at 137 Chase Road on January 7th.
Okay, very exciting. All right, so let's talk about what is happening right now. What is the current dilemma?
So just starting the week.
Take a deep breath, girls. Big breath.
Just starting the week before November 1st, which is when the SNAP issue hit so many people, so many of our friends in this area, we were already doubled what we do in a week. So we're open 2 days, Wednesday and Friday, 6 hours each day. We usually, on the outside, we were getting up to possibly 140 families. We were over 200 just in the first day. We were over 100. So we're already going up at least 20 new families a day. And those 20 new families is over 300 people. So we're inundated already. And now after November 1st, on Wednesday, we did, I think, 107.
This week.
Yeah, this week we did 109, I think, altogether on Wednesday. And then today, Ann left the food pantry at 3, and we were already up to 105. And we still have a whole nother hour. So after this week, I have to put some numbers together because we have to figure out how many people we have to serve, not just our regular setups, but the Thanksgiving setups. So I have to do that by size of family, and we were guessing on 200 families. We usually go up to about 250 just in case we get hit with extra people. That number's gone. So now we're looking 350
Oh, my
families that we may
goodness.
have to hit. Again, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's over 600 families in Portsmouth who utilize the SNAP program. That's
684.
yeah, that's just in Portsmouth. We also serve Middletown, Newport,
Yeah.
Bristol, Fall River.
I think you were saying right before the show, Anne, one of your roles is helping people that utilize the food pantry get on the SNAP program. So over the years, that's felt like a little bit of a graduation for
Correct.
them. But now,
Right.
they're having to come back.
Right, so they don't even count as new people
Right.
because they came here before, so the numbers, it's just a...
So this is a crisis
yes.
of,
And it's not only, it's a lot of working families. It's
Of
a
course
lot
it
of
is.
elderly.
Yes.
And
right?
it's some
hard
elderly.
to make ends meet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they only get maybe $18, some of them on SNAP, so they come to us, but it's,
It's disheartening and it's heartbreaking. And
I can see it.
do
I can
have to-
see it
yeah,
on you.
yeah,
I can
it
see
is.
the weight that you're carrying,
Yes.
both of you.
I would like to compliment the Boy Scouts last Saturday, our first time in this building. This is where we had the Boy Scouts bring their the donations they picked up through the neighborhoods. And I will tell you that the Boy Scouts and their families worked from the minute they got here till the minute they left. It was like a well-oiled machine. We had a couple of high school volunteers as well, plus so many of the volunteers from the food bank, and we just went and went and went. So now our space is full of food, and our old space is full of food. So the Boy Scouts in and of themselves did 5,675 pounds of food came in from the residents of Portsmouth, as always. And once the word went out on how we're getting inundated, we have donations coming in like you wouldn't believe. It's such a proud feeling, and I know I've said this before. The residents of Portsmouth have carried us for 5 years, and they just stepped up, and whether it's
Like since COVID, you started in COVID.
Yes. And
Right.
whether it's a check or a bag of groceries, or we've just been inundated using the Amazon option that we have on our website. And it all gets delivered to Ann's house, and she's got tons of food. So now she's a storage area, and the new place is a storage area, and we're running out of room, which is a good thing. That's a good thing,
Right.
because we keep having so many families. So
Like, we're not going to run out of food, you don't think?
I don't think so.
But it's still just so scary,
Right.
right?
And it's, we'll give them whatever we can, and hopefully we'll make it through the Thanksgiving season, and then we'll work on the Christmas season, which hops right on you as soon as you take a
Right.
breath.
And then you'll think about moving.
Well, yeah, and that's why the whole volunteer will get there. I have faith, because, that's how Portsmouth people are. They just come running out to help, and the Boy Scouts offered to be available, and volunteers offered themselves plus their families to be available, and some of the lodge members also offered, if we needed trucks or whatever. So I have to say, we've had so many people offer the help. The PA Club always helps take our overload of food, so they're always there at our side to help us whenever we need anything. So we are surrounded by charity and generosity here, and we are feeding a lot of people, and I just want people to know that all of their efforts, if they ever wonder if it's going to a good place, it truly, truly is. And I do know that some people wonder why we take Massachusetts people, but we have donations coming in specifically from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot coming from the Rhode Island Food Bank because we're not under their umbrella, but we have organizations in Massachusetts
That
who
donate.
they donate meat, they donate fresh veggies, and so we won't turn anyone away. And that
course
was
not.
our goal when we started. We don't ask you where you live. We just want to make sure that if you're hungry and you need to feed your family, then we're going to help you do that. So we're accomplishing that goal, and that's a good thing. We're just inundated, and it's so hard to juggle day by day because we never know how many people we're going to have, and we're trying to make sure that there's enough food packaged and ready to go out so that nobody has to wait, and we make sure that they get their food. And we're doing it thus far. We're hanging in.
Yeah.
But I have to say that the residents of Portsmouth, the ones who stop by and say, if you need me, just call me, here's my number. Volunteerism and donations have just been coming in, and it's a good feeling to be somebody in Portsmouth, because we are surrounded by generosity and charity. And, excuse me, we have banks, People's Credit Union and Bank Newport have given us extra monetary donations, plus they all have the food boxes in their establishments that bring food in. The PBA, we just had a meeting, the Portsmouth Business Association, and they donated food, Ocean State, I always want to say Air Supply. Ocean State Air Solutions brought a whole truck full of food. I mean, truly, it's
remarkable.
It's overwhelming because we don't have the space to keep it all, but it's overwhelming that we know we will be able to feed all these people that are coming through. And people are coming through and they're in tears because no one thought it would really happen. They thought somebody would step in and fix it, and that didn't happen. So people are just dealing with that. But we're getting there. We're definitely getting to that point. And I have to say, although we're leaving St. John's Lodge number 1, the Masonic Lodge, had it not been for the Masonic Lodge, there would be no food bank, no food pantry here. Because when the state was done during COVID, and then the town, of course, now was done because there was no more money, St. John's Lodge number 1 stepped up and said, well, we'll just make one. We'll make a food bank, and it was under them. That's why it used to be called St. John's Lodge Food Bank. And then after things changed a bit, then we became our own entity as the Aquidneck Food Pantry. So had it not been for the Masonic Lodge, there would not be a food pantry right now. So they need to be recognized for what they did, because they stepped in when the state dropped it.
I tell you, every time you've been on this program, you've thanked, and gratitude just oozes from you. And I feel like you feel that, like,
yes.
Because you're in it every day, both of you.
Yes.
Both of you are in it every day, and like you said,
and Ann has to live in it, because there's
Ann, you're living.
Amazon stuff all over her house.
So Ann, we've got just about a minute left. What's the call to action? What would you like to see our viewers do right now?
If there's families out there that we don't know about, because I know that there is, and it bothers me, that there's elderly people or disabled people out there, to call and let us know that there is a family in crisis or in need, and we will take care of them.
And we have.
And we have.
Yes.
I do receive the calls, so that's my main goal, is to get food to people that truly, truly need it.
Yeah.
And I want to thank everybody. I mean, everybody has stepped up. It is overwhelming at times. And I just sit there and like, wow, in amazement that, you know, humanity, like I say, the love of humanity for one another, people reach out in times of crisis and they help one another.
And I always say, when your faith in humanity is diminishing, which is very easy to do, come and visit Portsmouth, Rhode Island, because Portsmouth, Rhode Island proves the fact that the love is still out there, the caring is still out there, and had it not been for Portsmouth, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing.
That is a beautiful way to end this segment. Thank you. Thank you both for taking time today to do this.
Thank you for
We'll get the word
having
out.
us.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Joining me now on East Bay Today, I have Gloria Schmidt. Hi, Gloria.
Hi,
welcome.
Conley. How are you?
Gloria, you're from the Battle of Rhode Island Association.
That's right.
And you are the official historical advisor, if I'm getting that correct.
That's right.
I'm so glad to have you on the show and hear about the amazing work that you're doing. Let's start with you and how you even landed in this organization and why you care.
Well, it was about 4 years ago, and I was active with the Portsmouth Historical Society. And we kept getting messages and requests for information on Butts Hill Fort.
Yeah.
And so we were looking into that. We had a event where Jim Garman, our town historian, talked about the battle and talked about the fort, and we looked at it. And so there was a movement at that time to really do something about the situation at the fort, because it was really overgrown.
Oh, really?
And not taken care of. And people from Virginia and Connecticut and other areas were interested in it, but our people in Portsmouth seem to know not much about it.
Well, can you tell everybody that's watching exactly where it is?
It's off of Sprague Street and Butts Street, and it's you can come up from the tennis courts at the Portsmouth High School and walk up the hill, and you will see a fort, a 33-acre earthenwork fort, the largest in New England or the East Coast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not the kind of brick and mortar thing like Fort Adams is.
Right.
It is earthenwork. Okay. It's Revolutionary War era, and it is owned by the town of Portsmouth.
Okay.
So it is ours, and we should be taking care of it.
We should be.
Yeah.
We should all be going to see it.
Yes.
For sure.
So
kind of, it seems a little hidden. I didn't know that's right where it was.
A lot of people don't know about it, and that's one of our aims. We started this organization to do that, and we have two different thrusts. And one is definitely restoring the fort. And Paul Murphy has been doing a wonderful job of spearheading that effort.
Okay.
They have half of the area cleared because there was a lot of invasive vegetation, and it was
and how's
crowded
he doing
out.
that? Is that volunteers?
It's volunteers. They're having tomorrow. They have another clearing. If we can raise money, which is another reason that we have a Battle of Rhode Island Association, is to raise money to be
so you're
able
a nonprofit.
to take. We are a nonprofit organization, and what we try and do is get grants and things like that in order to have professionals with the right equipment come in.
Well, that's the key, having the right equipment, right?
Having the right equipment. We have to be very careful because this is a National Historic Battlefield. And it is registered, and we are under the direction of the Historic Preservation of Rhode Island. So we
so there's some rules.
There are a lot of rules.
Am I guessing that right? There's a lot of rules.
There's a lot of rules. And so we
Dare I
have
say too many rules? I don't know.
Well, you know, I'm all for historic preservation. So that's something I understand. Everything that we do has to be planned and approved. And we go through the tree wardens. We go through the town workers and the town administration. So everything is approved because this is a town property. We don't own it. The town does. So we're being good stewards of the area.
You're being stewards for this beautiful piece of property.
Yeah.
And
So gradually we've unearthed it. And now if you're coming up from Portsmouth High School, you can really see that south face of the fort. And
How
it's
cool.
really very exciting. I don't know if I have a picture of what that.
yeah, well, let's talk about, you've brought some books in here. And these are books that you created, right?
Yes.
So what is that a picture of? Like that's kind of a reenactment?
Yes, we have reenactors have been coming. We had a group from the Battalion of the American Revolution, and they did their spring reenactments here at
So
Butts
they
Hill.
travel around and do different reenactments.
They do.
I've been to one of those. I'm from Kentucky, and my dad was very involved in Civil War battlefield associations, and just seeing an army of people that are dressed and it's very exciting, Gloria.
This is our Rhode Island, 1st Rhode Island Regiment,
Okay.
and that is the Black Regiment.
Okay.
So if you're talking about the kind of things that are special about Rhode Island, the Rhode Island Regiment is one of those things. And so people
really?
need to know about that.
Well, can you tell us, or is it too long to share? Can you give us some?
Well,
What's cool about that? I mean,
what is cool about that is that it was a very unique unit. Rhode Island is a small state. Half of the colony at that time, or the of Rhode Island, was under British control. All of Aquidneck Island was occupied by the British for 3 years. So Rhode Island still had to come up with soldiers for the Continental Army.
yeah.
So Nathaniel Greene, who was a general that was second under George Washington, came up with the idea that we could offer freedom to those who were enslaved. We could offer opportunities to those who were indigenous. And so this first Rhode Island regiment, we call it the Black Regiment because it was black and indigenous soldiers. The officers were white, but that was really unusual in those days.
Oh, yeah, kind of progressive or something in those
Progressive in the sense, and in the Battle of Rhode Island, this particular regiment proved themselves really worthy. They did a magnificent job of defending a very important redoubt, and probably turned the course of events in that battle.
And there were at Butts Hill.
That one, there is a wonderful monument. It's called Patriots Park.
Oh, yeah.
It's off of West Main Road,
Yes, I
and
know
this
that.
is all in honor of the Black Regiment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but this is very unusual. Portsmouth has a very unusual history. The whole of Portsmouth was a battlefield for the Battle of Rhode Island, starting at West Main Road and Union Street and East Main Road and Union Street. There were skirmishes up and down all of East and West Main Road, and the American forces were aligned at Butts Hill Fort and to the either side.
Well, clearly you're getting into your realm. You are the educator, the
Outreach.
the outreach, right?
Yes.
So you had started with there are two prongs.
Yes.
You have a two-pronged approach in your organization, and there is the restoration piece, but clearly there is the education piece.
Yes.
And I can tell you're the right woman for the job, for sure. This is so exciting. I had no idea that all of Portsmouth was a battlefield.
I had no intention at all of going into the Revolutionary War at all.
Isn't that how life works? So
Yes, yes.
But you landed there, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so interesting, right?
So the more you go in, it's like layers of an onion. There are just so many interesting things, and we have a web page in battleofrhodeisland.org.
Okay.
And that is where we've been putting up a lot of the information about Rhode Island and the Revolutionary War. You have things that people know about, like the Gaspee, but things like the Rhode Island 1st Regiment and the Battle of Rhode Island and all those things that are very unique to Rhode Island's position in the war. Those are things. We have resources for teachers. We have links to maps, because maps are just a wonderful way to study what went on.
Yeah.
And wonderful articles by historians like Christian McBurney and others who do a lot of cutting edge research in Rhode Island history. We raise money to send noted scholars to do research. We have a scholar who is very important in the Road to Yorktown study, and he is a master of German and French. So we sent him to France because actually things got started by the British and Americans at the fort, but it was actually the French with Rochambeau and Lafayette that actually finished Butts Hill as a real fort, because it wasn't enclosed until that period of time.
Yeah.
So he went to look at the journals of the French engineers and the masons so that we have a better idea of what the construction process was.
Sounds like money well spent. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
but that's the kind of thing that we do to get that side of history.
So is everybody in this organization as passionate as you? I mean, I don't know. That might be hard to do, but
We all have passions for different things.
yeah.
And Paul Murphy definitely has a passion for the fort and taking care of the fort.
Yeah.
We have some that are passionate reenactors. And so they lend that military point of view with that.
Yeah.
There are some that are experts at writing the grants. And so we are a small organization, but everybody is very dedicated.
And do you think they care because they love Portsmouth? They care because what? Because they are history nerds? They care because...
I think you get hooked when you start learning about it. I think
Yeah.
that people, the fort is a beautiful place to come and walk, to bring your dog, just to take a walk around. And I think that people find it as a wonderful, peaceful place that should be
I was
restored.
going to say peaceful. Yeah, I bet.
It had to be saved several times. And in 1923, there was a gentleman who was the president of the Newport Historical Society. His name was Roderick Terry. He saved it the first time because it was going to be 200 house lots.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, right.
Wasn't an area that could be farmed because there's shale. There's actually a coal mine underneath it.
Okay.
So it was, they had, I found the newspaper articles or ads for come and buy your house lot here. And so he was independently wealthy. He bought all that land that the fort is on.
For the
and
town,
Max-
really?
No, he bought it for the Newport Historical Society.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
he stipulated that the Historical Society had to preserve it, always call it Butts Hill Fort, not Fort Butts, Butts Hill Fort.
Okay.
And had to keep it for the dedication to those who fought and died there,
Yeah.
and to never use it for commercial gain. And if the Historical Society couldn't take care of it, it went to the state. Well, around the 60s, the Newport Historical Society said they could not take care of it.
Yeah.
It went to the state, and the state sold it to the town of Portsmouth for
$1? Well, sounds like we win.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
but now we have to take care of it.
Yes,
we
yes,
really
yes.
do.
But there's people like you and the whole team. That's amazing. So, Gloria, we got to wrap up. Is there any call to action? Do you want volunteers? Do you want people to check out the website? What would you like?
If people check out the website, I have booklets that I have made. This one is on the battle sites in Portsmouth.
Yep.
We just took the AP American History classes on a tour on Wednesday.
Great.
And this
And you
is
got
for,
two more.
This
Yeah.
is for elementary students. This is
Okay.
on the story, and this one is a walking tour of Butts Hill. And so we're hoping by next spring there's going to be a walking tour that you can do with QR codes so that you can
Getting
walk
fancy with
yourself.
tech.
Yeah, walk yourself and find out all about the history.
Well, you keep doing. You're amazing. It's clear you're passionate. I'm so glad you've been on the show
Thank you.
and telling us all about this amazing work and this amazing organization.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.